This is Javier. I am here with the founders of the Co-Author Network and Author Millionaires Academy, also known as AMA, Emilio and Daniela. Welcome. Good to be with you guys.
Thank you.
You know, I want to bring everybody in and talk about some what's in your heart and the things that you're so motivated about and what you're doing these days. Please tell us, what is the Co-Author Network and why did you start this awesome organization?
Thank you, Javier. We began Co-Author Network, LLC. We were invited into Canada to do co-authorships, Emilio and I. And we learned a lot in Canada with the publishers. We published our first co-authorships. Emilio, who is a veteran, did relaunch his veteran book, 101 Ways to Thank a Veteran. And it was a great experience. We learned so much in Canada from the people that shared, their knowledge and poured into us and got our books out there. But our expectations didn't really meet what we thought. We were not promoted and the follow-up was not there that we expected. So Amelia and I decided to learn this business and then help others share their story.
So you went through some things and realized we can do something better for these folks. There's a lot of people want to tell their stories, so you created the Co-Author Network.
Correct.
That's amazing. And AMA, there's times when I look at both of these organizations that are wonderful. Tell us, what is AMA, the Author Millionaire Academy, in alignment with the Co-Author Network?
Yeah, awesome. I mean, listen, we're blessed to be here. Thank you so much. This is to add to what Daniela was saying, right? This company, the Co-Author Network, was birthed through the pains and the experiences that we had. Gotcha. So while we met a lot of great people, there was something missing. And so we realized, my God, if we spend $1,000, if we spend $2,000, great, we got excited, we're sharing the story with the world, but then they didn't have the poor follow-up, they didn't promote us, and we thought we had arrived, right? A lot of people are under that misguidedness that when you write a book, you're published, the world's gonna come and knock it. Well, it didn't happen. So, as to Daniela's point, we played around with the idea and we said, let's go ahead and do something here. Instead of paying money to go back to Canada and traveling. So we started what's known as CAN, the Co-Author Network. Okay. And then from there, we birthed into the Author Millionaire Academy. But in short, right, the Co-Author Network in AMA is designed to share your story with the world. Right.
I think that's amazing because if nobody knows that book exists, how can they consider buying it and reading it? So you accelerate the path to publishing and being able to get that story in front of people and then open up more opportunities for people who basically might have been out of the game to get a book. Thank you for doing what you're doing, because I think it's impacting the world. So let's segue. Let's talk about AMA. Tell us a little bit about what that is and everything.
I get excited. I'm like a little kid with this. So AMA stands for
Author Millionaire Academy, where our mission is to produce the highest income earning authors in the world.
Amen. And in Spanish, it means what? You're Latino.
Amar is to love.
There you go. So AMA means love. So we amify you whenever anyone comes into a co-authorship. As you're seeing the books here, we're now on our 4th edition of the Spiritual Fitness Survivor. We have many people in the room here today. They came in earlier and talked about their experience with us. So we're on our 4th edition. And AMA is the membership portion of the Co-Author Network. Okay? And why would you want to be a part of this? Javier, you and I have been talking offset. Here's what some people that are writing a book, you need to know this. You need to pay attention to this. The average author, if you had your book right now in hand, right? Remember, the dreading is worse than the doing. But if you had your book right now, did you know that the only copies you're going to sell are about 150 to 250 copies for the lifetime of the book? Wow. So those stats are terrible, because most people, again, they think that once they write their book, everyone's going to come and knock into their door. So what does AMA do? We go ahead and we meet up weekly, 52 calls a year, and we go ahead and we meet up with other authors. For example, I know you're launching your book this upcoming year. So we're going to do what? We're going to get you in pre-launch. That's a missed opportunity. If you're an author and you're watching this right now and you're thinking about writing a book, if you're not in pre-launch phase, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. again.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, promotion is a big part of this. People don't know about it. How can they consider it? So I love your approach to it. I think it's very fresh, and it's going to allow more people to get their story out. So you've done all these things. You have authors you've helped publish, all these different things with the different events you've done. What so far? Because I know you have a lot of plans, but what so far is your greatest accomplishment to this point? What do you think? I know there's probably a few, but
Right. Well, what comes to mind recently in January 2023, and you were a part of that. You were at our second annual business book camp, where we launched the most authors that we've ever launched at one time, 16 authors, on top of my co-authorship Behind Closed Doors, which had 11 other authors. So that's about 26 authors that we launched that weekend.
amazing.
We've never launched that many authors.
yeah, that
I would
event
say,
was
yeah.
incredible. The energy there and the amount of positivity and the lives that were changing and impacted there. So, wow. I was part of it, but thank you for having me part of it.
you were there with your daughter.
It was.
In fact, you were there with your daughter, and
Yeah.
if I may add, because this is exciting. So you were there, and we had all these authors, 16 to 15, launched what's called the Authority Book, their own books.
Okay.
And then, if you notice the anthologies here on the table, another 20 through those what's called co-authorship, right? Where you write your chapter a little bit,
Mhm.
and you get the experience and benefit of everyone else. So that was a benefit. And what you're holding there,
Yeah. So this is called the Anointed News Journal. So you're featured in this, right? Right here it says Authors Millionaire Academy scores with new authors. Right there. So tell us a little about this publication and what this is a recent publishing that it came about.
well, I mean, that was a big accomplishment because I've been following the Anointed Magazine news journal for over 40. Well, I'm dating myself, but I'm 52 now, and I've been reading this since I was a teen, and it was just amazing to have the opportunity. While I'm in the Guinness Book of World Records with a lot of us, and that was a big accomplishment. This here, believe it or not, not being highlighted in the Anointed News Journal is like I was in awe. So the fact that not only are we in the magazine / newspaper, but we're hit the cover.
Yeah, you're in there, and there's probably 5-6 pages of like full
Yes.
articles about this. So I encourage you, if you're in the Jersey metropolitan area here, to pick this up. If you need a copy, you can always reach out to these guys and we'll get you one. I want to. You got so much more to do, and so many things that I know you have not accomplished everything you want to accomplish yet. So tell us what's next for AMA as well as the co-author network. I know you have a lot of plans, so I don't want to spoil anything, but whatever you want us to know, let us know what it is.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll start off. We are, besides just producing the books, co-authorships, and your own authority books, we are now transitioning into turning those from text to audio
Okay, great.
to book trailers and documentaries. So that's
fantastic.
exciting.
Yeah, so that's another way using the power of social media and different things with video to be able to promote and get the word out about these books, right? So then you can do more than 200.
There you go. That's what we're getting. You
Right.
got it. So that's right. So because we understand the numbers, and these aren't our numbers, this comes from the Writers Guild and a lot of the other associations. Again, the average author only sells 150 to 250 copies for the book. So if you know that going in, you want to connect with a company. Hopefully that would be us, right?
Mhm.
Hopefully we've created enough value and enough credibility that you would consider having a conversation with the co-author network so we can support you from beginning to end.
Yeah.
Remember, writing the book is not the end-all be-all. You need to have a strategy in place for pre-launch and beyond.
Right, yeah. Beginning to end, and because you got to stay with these folks, they're part of you and your family. You become, I've seen it, so it's good for you guys. How can people find you out there? I know Emilio's not hard to find, but if somebody wants to figure out, Facebook, if social media, tell us, where can they find you guys?
Of course, online, Facebook. You can find Emilio Roman or Daniela Roman, or contact us at coauthornetworkinfo@gmail.com.
Okay, great. And then social media platforms, obviously the personal platforms, there's websites that are coming up. Emilio, for right now, it's emilioroman.com is where you guys are in. There's more things coming as we move forward, but is there anything before we close, is there anything else we want to say? I think we said a lot. There's a lot of things here, but the one thing I want to say to everybody is check these guys out. These guys are for real. They've helped a lot of people realize their dreams of becoming an author. Many people want to tell their story, just don't know how. These guys will not leave you behind. They will stay with you all the way through and follow through and continue.
Thank you, Javier. And, while we receive and humbly accept all the accolades that we have received in the newspaper, in the Guinness World Record, none of this honestly would be possible if it wasn't for our platinum members. Those people that believe in Daniela and believe in me. Many people started with us and many just kind of fell off by the wayside for whatever reason, but we've been here. We've got Kim Finley, who was here earlier, volunteers. We have so many more that show their love. We are really about love. Ama, we exemplify that. And if you're not ready to be a part of a community that really is going to love on you and support you, then we're probably not going to be a good fit. Right? If you're writing a book for the wrong reasons, and we don't accept every book, we have to be honest with you. Your book has to have a message, it has to have a purpose, and it has to be a mission. We've turned away several people because they wanted to write books about, I'm going to put so-and-so on blast. And no, that's not what we're here for. We're here to uplift each other and to love each other. And we are a Christian-based company.
Awesome. Well, thank you both. We continue setting a pace and being a light. And that's all I have, everybody. Check them out. AMA, the Co-Author Network. Until next time.